Today I'm going to go over the new buffs for Morimens. Now, I'm live streaming this, and 2 minutes after I started live streaming, there are fucking 11 people watching right now. I don't announce these streams at all. So, this is me going over the buffs. Say hi, chat. That's my chat on the side. I just started a stream just a couple minutes ago, and we're going over the new buffs and the changes. Now, these buffs came out before my editor was done with the individual plus 12 realm buff videos. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to delay that video, and I'm going to just make this video showing my thoughts, and the finished 4 videos for each realm is going to have 3 sequences for most awakeners. It's going to have the pre-buff buff, the post-buff, and the post-post-post buff. It's going to be interesting, and I did all my testing on stream, so it's the combination of 3 streams worth of videos. So that's why I split it up onto 4 realms, and unlike the other trash content creators, I do stream all the testing. If you doubt it, look, my last testing was a 5-hour-long stream. If you want the early numbers, just click on the 5-hour-long stream, and test before the patch even hits was a 2-hour, 30-minute long stream. And the post buff stream is probably also going to be 5 hours. Unlike other garbage trash content creators, I am thorough. And you can check on stream. People watched as I memed on Wanda. People watched the caucus buff. People watched the Pandia. So I'm going to go to this video. I'm going to showcase what the buff was like for some of the characters. And I'm going to read off the buffs on this video. So, without further ado, let's go over the post-buff buff. The second buff after the previous buff, which was sorely needed, that also does not make sense to me. When I was reading this buff, some of them does not make sense to me. I'm like, some of the buffs were needed, some of the buffs were not needed at all. Some of the buffs are like, why does this character need it? And other characters. I'm confused on who's on their buffing team. For example, I'm gonna skip around the list. So, for example, this Nymph buff. Why? Her last buff was already good. In the video I showcased, and everyone who actually used Nymph as a poison comp compared to the Liz buff. Nymph shits on Liz. Nymph is a really good poison unit now. She's good now, post-buff. I was going to reveal that on the video my editor was going to edit. I'm going to reveal, how she's actually really good. And now they do another buff to her that makes her even better. So I have to compare the dog shit Nymph, the new good Nymph, and the new good Nymph. Why is Nymph getting this much love? Which one of you is breaking into the developer's home and buffing her again and again when Liz gets that little useless plus 40 damage buff? And if you go to my video, it is actually plus 40 damage each trigger, which is hundreds of damage less than the Liz buff. I don't understand. The Nymph buff. I don't understand. Again, this is a long video. I'm going to try to find the timestamp because it's a 5-hour long stream where I fucking find the Liz. Where the fuck is it? I do the explanation. Oh, here we go. This is where I go on the stream. I'm going to change screens real quick to show you what I mean about Liz not getting it. So this is the 5-hour long stream. So this is where I showcase the Liz. It's the same basket multiplier, and I'll do this. Yeah, it's the same multiplier. Actually, this is the Liz. This is a level 90 Liz. Let me wait another turn. Let me wait another turn. Yeah, this is what I was doing on stream, example. 4 hours in. 4 hours in. The Goliath card. So it does not multiply. So this was the Liz buff. Number. This was the Liz buff. It's just flat 40. That fucking retards were thinking it sticks there. You can show plus 40 damage every trigger. It's the same pool as strength. Look. Plus 40. Plus 40. It's the same as Goliath's strength steal. Strength gain. Oh, this is the steal. Strength steal. And you can showcase on the damage amp buff everything. Now, that was Liz. That was the fucking dog shit, useless Liz buff. Let me go back to read it. And Nymph buff, Nymph's plus 12 buff was a flat, what was it, 35% increase on her poison, which is already in the hundreds, and a couple of all the other poison effects deal equal, all of that. And now, look, she gets an additional percentage buff. Her cards get another percentage buff, 17%, the base damage bonus. Her symptom scaling is increased. The poison stack is now doubled on her E3. Look, 90 to 180%. The Liz buff has to be fucking insane. Why? Like, you think I shit on Liz because I'm biased? I shit on Liz because she's bad. Anyone with half a brain, notice how bad she is compared to Jito, compared to Zoo, compared to Nymph, compared to every fucking poison unit in the game. 24, Blue Will, even Miriam. Every poison in the unit in the game just shits on her. And Nymph and Lily, a supportive poison unit, gets insane buffs that are factually bigger than the poison buff that Liz got. Look at this. You don't even need to calculate the value. Just read. It's 4 fucking poison buff. Look. Exo, 30% poison increase. Rouse, 48%. Her fucking command card, 20%. And just look at the current values in the game. Compared to Liz. Look at 24. Another blue poison unit right here. Look at this. She already gets an insane damage buff, which is double. On top of the plus 2 effect. Look at all these value increases. 100%. Fucking 50% tentacle damage scaling bonus. This is insane. This might seem like this is better than a strength scaling, because you know how tentacle damage is insane? I can now theorize a death build with the new Solis buff. Like, there's a Suicide Bomber 24 comp now. Like, all these number values. Ooh, and on the fucking thing, it's a 40 and 25% base damage increase. Right down here, on 24 alone. On 24s alone, her cards alone. On top of the Sculptor enemy buff. Like, this is now one of the highest racism buffs in the game. That's what I and the community calls it. When there's a buff that operates specifically against a comp, we call it the racism buff. Sorry, guys. Units in this game are racist, okay? Accept it, okay? You want units to be racist. The more racist they are, the notes aren't public. Light just message them on Discord, because Light is unprofessional as fuck. He just fucking DMs random news. That's how I get some of my news. That's how people get news. When you found Light, he just says stuff before the official announcement. It is fucking whatever. But again, let me go over what I mean by racism buffs. Even though, like, there is their new line of Arc 2 buffs. And she has one of the strongest racism buffs in the game right now, post buffs. Now let's look at other racist units, like Clem. Clem is also a racist, against her own kind. Against fucking insectoids. Again, this is a 50% damage bleed. 50% damage bleed on Clem. Now, that's one racism buff. Let's go over fucking Pollux's racism buff. This is, where is it? Up here. No, it's not here. Oh yeah, here we go. Double. So this is good. Sin Mark is doubled. However, it's the effect of Sin Mark, not the base damage. So it's compared with Pollux. Let's look at other racist units. I'm going to go over all the, popular racist units. Now let's go over the corpo numbers. The corpo numbers. This is the corpo racism. Damage dealt by lightning retribution against awkward enemies, 100% to one card. And now, let's go back to the buff. So, this buffs it in line and over. Because you have to think, this is final damage. It's literally better than most of those buffs. And the final damage increase from 15 to 35 to 20 to 70. This is double. And if it was alone, it would not be a big deal. If this was alone, but you have to think in context. This Soul Forge is buff in addition to all of these other buffs. In addition to all this, like look, in Chaos, the crit damage is up. In Caro, an additional 200% strength bonus on top of this against racism buffs. So it's not only the racism buff, it's also her base kit damage. So an analogy for this is like, say you are a Native American and American. I can say this because I'm also a minority, okay? I'm a Vietnamese American. I'm a proud American. Okay, let's use that. Let's say the Vietnamese immigrants have been pushed down and oppressed by the American system for too long. Let's use my example. I work for food stamps. I work for scholarships. I got a good accounting job now. And now, afterwards, after all that, the United States government decides to give me reparations. Decides to give the Vietnamese community reparations in our nail salons, in our accounting offices, everywhere. They go to all the trackers. They reward us. They reward us with reparations. They give us the money. But also, they give me a gun. They give me a gun and say, I can point this gun wherever. Any job I do, every Vietnamese American, they get a legal gun. Let's say my family who works in nail salon has the new gun now. They can now point the gun at any fucking client or customer. Go in and tell them. And they can do whatever they want with the gun. On top of the reparation money. This is a double buff. Not only are we now richer, not only is our base kit richer than the other minorities because we get treated favorably, we also get the nice gun. This is the example of the 24 buff. Is it a good analogy? No, but it is a Flair's analogy. So let's go over the other buffs. That doesn't make sense to me. The Ramona buff. Now, Ramona buff is minor, but I don't think it's needed because I already use Ramona. I still recommend Ramona. You see how you use Ramona as a base key flare bot on calf teams, like the Genesis Ramona. Like, the key flare gain at the start of battle increases from 200 to 250%. This is a base 50% increase on key flare gain. Now, this is insane. This brings us closer on a calf team to guarantee you rousing turn 2, if not turn 1. Because already with Ramona's Soul Forge alone, you can rouse turn 2 just from her Soul Forge talent. Just from her Soul Forge talent, not from her wheels. So you can take away key flare wheels. I don't understand why this is needed. This bottom option is nice. Her current thing is that the bottom option is nice. Is not going to be noticeable because, again, it's only 50 key flare right here. It's only 50 key flare right here. But it does add up. Each trigger of loop. So, again, it's only 50 key flare. So, it's quite small in comparison to this. Because if you have a properly built Covenant and setup, you should be having, like, let's say, let me think real quick. 50 plus... You should be having close to 100 key flare on Ramona. So right now you'll get like 250 if you have 100. 250 key flare a turn. So just like a fifth of that. So it's like whatever. It's like whatever. This bottom option just ignore. The base kit is very strong. She might be one of the strongest welfare units because she's like free. She's probably better than most standard units and most limited units right now as a DPS. But let's go over Lotan's. Now, it is needed because Lotan's strike damage is being slowly overshadowed because everyone who's endgame use her as an overexalt bot anyway because the percent fixed damage to the max HP is quite good. However, this might render her viable. Shout out to whoever it was. I forgot his name. It starts with an A. on Discord who's like a Lotan fanatic for whatever reason, who plays Strike Lotan like an insane person. This is good for her. Because this final damage increase is what she needs to catapult her on top. Again, the base welfare team is already good. This just makes the Chinese challenge easier. Now, what do I mean by the Chinese challenge? There's a Chinese challenge that Chinese whales do that 2 or 3 people participate every time a new story chapter is done, where they clear the hard mode story chapter using only the 4 base SR units. Lotan, Dahl, Ogier, Ramona. This will make the Chinese challenge a lot easier. No one in the NA community really does this because you have to have a lot of time in the game. And the trick to doing it is to have a shit ton of plus 12 wheels. A shit ton of plus 12 wheels, which almost no one in the NA community has. And, you know, time and patience to run through with the base SR team because they are weaker. But this now makes that, you know, community Chinese challenge a lot easier with this Lotan buff. So let's go over Ogier buff right now. So the Ogier buff is... Sorry. This is a mistranslation. The strength Ogier inflicts is increased by 10 to 30%. You mean the strength Ogier gains? I'm pretty sure that's what it should mean, because you don't inflict strength on someone unless you know the buff is actually nerfed. What Ogier does, Ogier is the new fucking Owen from CCN. He cucks you. What it means by the strength Ogier inflicts, he cheats on you, he gives the boss's strength. This is what it means to me. It inflicts more strength on the boss. But yeah, this is obviously the strength Ogier gains increases by 10 to 30%. I'm pretty sure that's what it means, not inflict. But temporary strength gained by 20%, nice. On his E2, unstable barrier, nice. 50% is nice, it's needed. And the strength gained by playing cards from his Zeo increased by 50%. This is a really good buff. It might catapult him to being a fucking, what's it called? A really, really, really good strength scaler that is better than most standards. Let's go in. This is gonna be a long video, and let me go in because I'm gonna fucking pre-do it. So let me just load up a random stage real quick. Let me load up this. Step in here. Load it up. And where's my testing? This is fine. Oh, can't do that because it's fucking not thing. Let me just reset something. Let me go into, again, this is a long unstructured video. Let me go into the fucking event stages actually. Just to see. So challenge, Owen deserves it. Yeah. Owen deserves it. He cucked. He held hands with another girl. Ogier is getting too close to Lotan and Ramona, I guess. I like Ogier's story, but I can't believe that was a thing. So this is Ogier. I have it too, but this is more non-biased. You can just borrow it. So let's see how much he currently does. Because I could compare it post buff. I can compare it post buff. So the buff is his talent is buff and his strength from playing cards. So the thing I'm curious about is his strength from playing cards. So let me get the key flare first. That was 70 from fucking to Will. Yeah, more strength generators are good. So right now the value is 6. The value is 6 right now every time you play this card. So it's going up 6. So post buff is going to go up by 9, if I'm reading it correctly. So post buff, that's going to go up by 9. Again, I'm going to test it. And all the temporary strength increase in the strength gain from a stable barrier is up by 50%. So with this, it's 9 per card. And this is 12 right now on stable barrier. So it's going to go up from 12 to, let me check the numbers again. It's going to go up from 12 to 18. It's going to go up from 12 to 18, and that's going to go up, yeah, 12 to 18. Someone play this. So, let's do that plus the base effect. So, right now, yeah, it's a quite decent buff. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. 62. Okay, wait a minute. Hold on. Hold on. I'm doing something, guys. I'm doing something, guys. Hold on. I'm curious. I'm curious. I'm curious post-buff. I'm curious. I'm curious. You know where this is going. You know where this is going, guys. You know where this is going, guys. So, let me go. Yeah, plus Soul Force talent. Oh, yeah, plus Soul Force talent. It's even better. Yeah, it's even better. So that's probably like 100. I'm gonna... Oh, yeah. Let's see this. Let's see this. This is my wailed out door scene, by the way. You guys do the math in your head. You guys do the math in your head right now, guys. You guys do the math in your head. So that was 1 turn. Pre-buff Dorsey. Pre-buff Ogier. And this is post-buff Dorsey. This is his 3-cost card. This is his bread and butter. This is his entire gimmick. Strength gain. You know, see how like in that first turn... Pre-buff Ogier also plus 12 was high 60s. High 60s. Look at this number. I'm just gonna let it linger here. So that needs like 20 a riff and some equal amount of Ogier cards, yeah? And on temporary strength. Oh, this is great. Remember, Ogier's getting buffed, not the Dorsey. Ogier is probably gonna be a better strength scaler than Dorsey. I'm sorry, I had to do it. Sorry, Dorsian fans. I'm sorry, Dorsian fans. I had to do it. As soon as I saw the numbers, I had to check. I had to check. This is the Ogier buff, by the way. I had to check, guys. I'm sorry. So the doll buff. This is surprising because the Ogier buff is good. This is useless. I'm gonna tell you for a fact. This is useless. 50% of 0 is still 0. Like, the shield effect of Rouse is increased by 50%. I'm gonna show you why this is fucking useless right now. I'm gonna show you why this is fucking garbage ass trash. Right now for doll. So let me grab the doll. If there's not a whale doll, I'll just use my own. There's not a whale doll, but I have my own. I have my own here. Don't you worry about this. I have my own. So where's my team? There it is. Let me replace Goliath. I have my doll right here. I'm gonna equip the good wheels on her. I'm going to give her the alien misgain just like she wants. I'm going to give her everything she wants. This is my plus 12 doll. And I'm going to show you how fucking worthless this is. And the buffs are always all over the place, guys. The buffs are always all over the place, and they never make sense. So this is her current card, equivalent exchange. And the buff. Let me go back to the buff. It is the shield effect of flesh detached increased by 50% of the Axiom fucking thing. So that's her, I think her Exalt. Let me see. No flesh detached. Yeah, let me just end her in here, play the waltz. So Rouse, flesh detached. So her current numbers right now on a plus 12 doll is 27 shield. Again, it's not max soul force. It's going to be a bit higher. It's probably going to be like 35 or something. So it's going to be 27 when she performs HP recovery. So, sup. Also max soul force. So, oh yeah, fucking Doricine was max soul force. My Ogier isn't. My Ogier is actually weaker. So the Ogier buff is actually going to be even stronger than that. But let's not meme on him too hard, dude. Let's not meme on him too hard. So the shield effect is increased by 50%. So this is going to be like 40, around 40. And the good portion of her buff is this. The way her alien mist recharge is going to be better. Because let's go back to the buff. Let's go back to the buff. So this top option is good for her Exalt. However, it's still quite small. She's still one of the worst alien mist batteries in the game. And there's no reason to really put her on your team. Unless it's Chaos Ring. If it's Chaos Ring, then you would put her on your team. Because Chaos Ring is good for her. Why is Chaos Ring good? It fixes her core issue. Because this card, it's too expensive for what it does. Again, it's a 133 heal and a 23 shield for each card discarded, and it discards your entire hand. Her ring makes this a 0 cost. And I feel like that's what it should be. That's or close to 0 cost. So right now, her ring is still the only place you would want to use her. Because, yeah, it's like Dies Devour Exalt. Yeah. It's a good buff. However, it's still worse than... Because you have to put her a team. Because you have to deal with the rest of her kit, which is pretty lackluster and still outdated. Because look at this heal value right now for a 3 cost. Now, we don't even have to look far to do a comparison to other current heals of other similar units. Because let me be fair and borrow someone else's G-Doll, which is a lower level. Because already, G-Doll's heal is better. And they cost the same amount. So, let me scroll down. Here we go. 75. Yeah, this is weak enough. 75. So, these cards both cost the same amount. And they do the same thing, except for G-Doll is just better. Because it heals and gives her alien mist for her to exalt. Like, let me just try to find it real quick. Yeah. Right now, this is 49 and a trigger each time for alien mist to process. So, in practice... Oh, I need to wait for my fucking HP to decrease. This is annoying as fuck. So, right there, it would have triggered 3 times. Because remember, she has slightly over 100 alien mist. So, it would have triggered at minimum 3 times. So, that was fucking 3 times 49. Or let's round it up to 3 times 50. That's 150. That's already stronger than the fucking doll heal. And it gives her alien mist. And it does the top effect too. So it's already better than her in every way. And her Exalt is already better than base doll in every way. And this is comparable level. And it does this additional effect and all the other utilities she already does. So, yeah. So that was already better than base doll, and base doll is getting buffed. So this buff does nothing for her. Does not change her position on the tier list at all. I don't understand this buff. So Alba, I actually went over her off stream on a plus 12 because April. Shout out to April, a subscriber, a person that I coach, who showed me his plus 12 Alba, and I also did a plus 12 Alba on stream too. This is a minor buff. It is good. However, you still wouldn't use her. She's still pretty weak overall because her shield gain is so fucking small. However, post buff, this will reach triple digits. Because pre-buff, I'm going to show you in the video because I already did the testing on stream. The current buff of the plus 12 Alba is less than 100 shield. I want to say, off the top of my head, it's 70 to 80. It's somewhere in the 70 to 80 range, and you have to rouse her. So, taking that into effect, with this alert gain buff, it's going to be 150 to 170 shield, around there. Again, I'm estimating. So, it is now a decent amount of shields. Like 150 is nothing to laugh at. But it's nothing good either. Because again, you have to rouse her. And unless you're running Alba DPS, which is so niche, you don't rouse her anyway. So it really does not do anything for her unless you're one of the 2 people in the world who runs Alba DPS. I want you to comment below, since this is going to be a video, which one of you guys are running Alba DPS here? Who in their right mind is running Alba DPS? How many of you guys are running Alba DPS to take advantage of these buffs? Who is going to rouse Alba and use her as a DPS over anyone else in the game? Because the damage is a number. It is a number. It's better than Pandia, better than a lot of units. However, it does not break 1,000,000 damage, even with a die setup. You can test yourself. It does not break 1,000,000 damage. You know who does break a shit ton of damage? Who is easier to do damage in, that also performs the same role as her? Sangha. Sangha is also a shield DPS. She has the same exact gimmick as Alba in regards to doing damage based on how much shield she has. However, she's a lot easier to operate. You don't have to rouse her. Rousing her is nice. And you get the additional benefit of having white stance. Now, would this open a path for an Alba Sangha shield DPS comp? Yes. But in that specific team comp scenario, you know who's the main carry still? The Sangha. So I'm going to test it post buff. I'm going to show you guys what I mean. But you would still rouse Sangha over Alba. So this is a good buff. This is a step in the right direction. I may consider bumping her up to D tier. From F tier. I think she's currently now F tier. I might bump her up to D tier. That's the most this buff can get her. So stay tuned. Now the Pandia buff was needed. I was gonna meme on her so fucking hard over her absolute axiom buff, which does nothing. So since the video is not done yet, and most of you guys don't tune into my streams. So what was her previous buff? The strength gain based on how much counter she gets, and it was basically 0. I'm gonna do it now in this video as a spoiler alert. This is the pre-buff Pandia, so you can see how much of a joke the Pandia buff was. I don't even know, because I built a plus hole Pandia and I fucking rewinded her immediately. I don't have a whale because no one in their right mind built a Pandia, so I actually rewinded her. You have to go over my fucking videos, unfortunately. I have to dig through. I don't want to make the video too long, even though the video is going to be long. But in case you're curious, you can go over my 5-hour video, where I test Pandia. But what it was that every card she plays where she generates strength, her counter generation was so low, she gets 3 permanent strength per card played. She got 3 permanent strength per card played. This was her absolute axiom buff. I was gonna shit on her so fucking hard. That was the spoiler. The value is 3. I could not believe my eyes myself. I memed on it on stream, and I fucking blackpooled her immediately as soon as I saw the number. This is not an over-exaggeration. This was in level 80 Pandia. I built it myself. I maxed out her Soul Forge. I used all my resources on her to try to make it work. I roused her, I played her cards, and all my viewers saw the number that came out. 3. 3 permanent strength per counter card played. This is not an over-exaggeration. Go to the video. You're going to see the video when my editor edits it. It is literally a single-digit strength gain. Now, let's compare to what I showed on the Ogier before. So, Pandia, you think this is a big buff because of all the techs? She needed it. She needed it the most. I don't know if this makes her viable. I had to test it because it's a lot. But hopefully it's stronger than 3. than 3. Okay? The bar is on the ground here, Pandia. The bar is literally on the ground. Just pick it up. Just pick it up, Pandia. With your tiny, weak little arms. With your tiny, weak little arms, just pick it up. Show me you can pick it up. We're all cheering for you guys. Everyone is cheering for you to succeed. You've been in F tier on every fucking tier list since the game launched. Since the game launched, don't believe me? Go to past tier lists. She is probably the most memed on character in the game. I shit on Liz. I shit on every unit. Every other stand units had their moment to shine. Had their moment to shine when her damage value was decent. Even Alba, at best, when the game launched, was C tier. Even Liz was C tier when the game launched before they got power crept. Before they got power crept super hard as the damage numbers become higher. Pandia was almost always F tier. Always bottom of the tier list. Maybe this puts her right above. Maybe she can taste real glory. Maybe she can achieve heights she has never seen before. Low D tier. Maybe after all these buffs, I would put her low D tier. The best she can get. She would think it's a luxury palace on my tier list. Low D tier. Can Pandia clear it? Can Pandia clear the extremely low barrier of D tier? Tune in next time when the patch hits, and we'll see whether this buff actually does anything to her. The bar is on the ground, Pandia. Pick it up. Next unit, Naut. Naut is already good. Now, the absolute axiom buff to spoil the testing. It was basically useless. It was nice. She was already good. You already use her as a shielder. The absolute axiom buff before this buff just is nice to have, not something you pull for. It's not worth your breath pulling for. I showed it on stream how much counter it gains. It was so small and useless. It was not recommended. Now, post buff, all these buffs is nice. I guess I have to say, it's nice. However, this does not matter. I'll tell you what doesn't matter. The E1 buff does not matter. The short-term memory buff, this is great. This is great. This buff, this is great. These two buffs, plus her Exalt, are great. Her role as a shielder becomes even stronger. This makes her even as a stronger shielder. This does not make her a viable counter scaler. I don't know why they keep trying to buff her counter. Besides temporary counter she generates is good. This, I don't know what they're thinking, dude. I don't know what they're going through the dev's mind. I'm going to show you why I don't understand what's going through the dev's mind. Because her card suffers the same issue as Wanda's counter regen. It's flat. It doesn't scale, unlike Caucus. It doesn't proc off crit. It doesn't do shit. Let me just remove these two and use my things. So let me use the Caucus. Let me use her. Let me equip the wheels. So let me show you what I mean. The typical Caucus wheel, what I mean. So this does not really make her viable as a fucking counter scaler. It makes her a really good shielder though, which is what everyone should use her for. Everyone should use her as a shielder. So I'm going to use this because this scales, remember, poison counter. And let's also equip her with the caster one. So let me grab that and let me grab the crit because I want to guarantee the crit and not make this take forever. So where's the Ogier posse, which is probably the fastest sort of crit I can think of right now. It's probably not in here. Where is the Ogier posse? No one ever runs it, so I have to find it myself. I even forgot what it looks like. I don't go by image. What does the Ogier posse even look like? It's the fucking... Oh, there you go. Final Val. Here you go. So this is what I mean, because Nautilus is level 80 here, and I do invest in her. She's very good as a shielder, and that's all she's good for. I don't understand why they buffed her strike, because this is how much it does right now. This is how much it does right now. 75. This is like the problem with Wanda. Amazing. Amazing. That's 75 by the way, guys. That's 75. It cannot crit. If it crits, the value does not increase. It will never go up from that. It's 75. So the buff, let me read it again to show you. 50% more. Wow. It might break triple digits. It might break triple digits. Now the Shattered Halberd, if it doesn't crit, or if it crits, people say Caucus is bad, guys. All those fucking retards. That was Caucus, by the way. They're both standard units. They're both plus 12. Except for Caucus can crit. He has that extra tentacle scaling on his card. So, what's the difference between their counter generation, guys? And in addition, the new Caucus plus 12 total effect. I showed it. No editing. I showed it. And this is only with this much counter scaling. So, how much counter does Caucus generate from his new Rouse? With no Vuln. That's right. That's right. Over 1,000. Up to 5,000 once you built up, once the boss has more stuff. Look. Oh, it went up. 1,500 plus 500. Look at this. We have 5,000 counter now. Let's play another one. Oh, it didn't crit that time. The tentacle did not crit. 6,000. So, that was me not trying, not comboing, just playing his cards brain dead. Just playing his card brain dead, by the way, guys. And let me read how much this is not. What are they thinking? Why are they trying to make her? What are they buffing her counter gen? Look at its counter. Let's look at her exalt. Oh, 240 counter. What are they doing? What are they doing? It's the same problem with Wanda. What are the devs doing? Okay, let me go back and go over the rest and conclude the video. Karen. Marvelous Cuisine buff. So this shield effect and HP effect, it's just nice. It's just nice. You know the value is low. However, it does make a difference now. It's nice. It does not change her position on the tier list. Does not change her position on the tier list. It's just nice. She already does not need the buff. Remember, you're using her for the rift. You're using her for the rift, not because of the healing. Now her healing is nice. It's just a background buff. So I'm not going over it. I'm going to test it on stream and compare. But this doesn't move the needle, doesn't buff her, doesn't nerf her. She's already good. Moving on. Lily buff. Again, I already went over this. The poison buff is good. I already tested it on stream. I'll splice together 2 footage, or rather my editor will. 24 buff. I went over it at the start of the stream, how insane it is. Now let's go over the bottom buff, which also does not make sense to me. The God Riker buff. Now Riker, it's already very strong. He's already in every train speedrun. Now that train is now his home turf. Now it just makes Riker in the train mode even stronger. This is just a buff to furries. All the furries who's been using Riker DPS for the past fucking year are now all validated in their investment. Because this makes him extraordinarily strong when he's already used everywhere. In every piece of content, you see Riker used by someone in some team. especially in the train mode. In the train mode, Riker is the key to almost any fast train run. Don't believe me? Let's go on the leaderboards right now where I'm at. Look. Everyone who actually knows how to play the game. The one common thing, Riker. See all these Rikers? The Riker to Will G. Murphy comp. Riker. Riker's already the fucking strongest units if you use her on this because of the money you gain. And now he just gets a bigger buff to be used elsewhere. What this means is that God Riker will devastate outside of train in the D-Tide even more. Because this just makes his thing easier. If you notice from my endgame team stream, how I made a premium covenant just for Riker to hit the 4,800 threshold is now easier to unlock this threshold. This threshold is now easier. The strength gain is now easier on his thing, which is already nice. It's already nice, his strength gain. The funny thing is, let me do something again. I'm gonna do something. I'm gonna show you. You know what's gonna happen. All of you guys are watching in terror, as you know where I'm going with this now. You guys all know where I'm going this now for comparison. You guys all are watching with bated breath. So, let me find it again. Where are you? Hello, Dorothy. Welcome back, Dorothy. It's gonna only take a little bit, Dorothy. Only a little bit. It'll only take a second, Dorothy. Let me grab the Ogier. Let me borrow a God Riker. Dorothy, come over here. No. Dorothy needs to learn a lesson. Dorothy needs to learn a lesson. Know his place. Let me just key flare. Oh, here's gonna be a key flare bot. He's not gonna be a strength gen. He's gonna be a key flare bot. Okay. No covenant there. No covenant there. I'm gonna rouse. I'm gonna see. Dorothy, come over here. Let me see. You can beat them, right, Dorothy? They are their supports. You are the main DPS. They are the main DPS. It's fine, Dorothy. Don't be shy, Dorothy. Come here. Come over. Dorothy, it's fine. I'm not gonna hurt you, Dorothy. I'm not gonna hurt you, Dorothy. Come here. It's kind. It's fine. You cannot get beaten by them, Dorothy. You are Dio. You are a chapter unit, Dorothy, okay? We all believe in you. Everyone here is praying for your success. Okay? This is pre-buff Riker. He does not threaten you, okay? His rouse increase is by 50% and his command card is buff. His strength is buff. Okay, it's fine, Dorothy. Oh, 36? 36. I'll keep this here, Dorothy. I'll keep this here just for you. 39? You're already stronger than him. See, Dorothy? Riker cannot compare. He goes to the 2 costs. Riker cannot compare to you, Dorothy. You don't have to worry. It's fine. It will all be okay, Dorothy. So let's end turn. Let's end turn. Let's wait. We have it retained. So we're gonna rouse Riker. Okay, put the dice. Get the shining dice. Okay, that's 36, Dorothy. Let me get the Riker XL. Here. It's fine. Dorothy, calm down. You're sweating. 36. You cannot lose, Dorothy. It's impossible for you to lose. It's impossible. His new dice, 192 strength. Oh, 156. Don't worry, Dorothy. It's fine. This is Riker Prebuff. Okay, 202. You can beat that. Easily. Easily, Dorothy. Easily. Show me your power, Dorothy. Show me your power. Oh my gosh. It's insane. So Dorothy is 286 compared to the 200 Riker generated from all that. So, with the post-Riker buff, let's do the math, guys. Riker is a support. Wait. Must be an error. Based on all these strength gains, it would seem like Riker would generate more strength than Dorothy, just like Ogier. No, Dorothy, it's fine. The devs are planning to buff you too, right? They have to. Your buff is gonna make you generate thousands of strength. We all believe in your success, Dorothy. Yeah, that was the Riker buff. That concludes the video on my thoughts on the buff and with the testing of them pre-buff.